Hey you guys!
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Welcome.
Welcome back.
It's been a long time. This was supposed to be like the first video that I uploaded, but somehow my planner video got uploaded first, but I wanted to upload this one first.
You know how I got it.
No, I really did not. I was like in the bed and all of a sudden I started getting YouTube notifications and I was like...
So what was it?
Like I scheduled it for like a further date because I knew we weren't filming till Monday.
Hey man.
But it happens. I was just getting notifications and I was like, what the world? But yes, y'all, welcome. As you can see, the name has changed. I'm always changing stuff, and so now it's officially That Girl Jane. I like that name, so I think I'm gonna keep it that way.
I like it.
I like that name. Like I feel like that's just me. Like, who is that? That's that girl Jane over there.
Wait a second, get the party started. Gucci's here to put the love in your body. That girl.
So this is going to be our 2021 goals, what I have on our vision board, just things that we want to accomplish this year and what we're going into this year with the mindset of 2020 was a rough year. I think the last video we had together was when
that's it. My unemployment.
You got laid off. You got laid off, and I think that was like the last video from us. But like, that was such a like uncertain moment. Like we didn't know what was gonna happen.
Yeah, man. That shit crazy.
But 2020 has actually been really good to us. We got a lot of stuff done around the house. I'm gonna insert a clip so you can see just, Kobe, please don't knock that cord down. I'm gonna insert a clip so you can just see like the stuff that we've gotten done. We got done a lot this year.
What's up? We did, man.
If y'all have been following us since we were the married life, y'all know like all I talked about was just fixing up this house, and we never really had the time because you were always working. I was always working. We never really had the money to do it because we were so focused on getting out of debt. It just was like, it's never gonna happen. And then right in 2019, we paid somebody to come out and tile down our entryway. That was like our first project. And
that's what
started it
right there.
actually.
That was the the hammer on the nail right there. That's when we was like, you know what?
We finna do it ourselves. So backstory, the guy came out, did like 3 rows. We paid him our deposit, $300. He came out, did 3 rows, and was like, okay, I'm gonna come back and finish. Michael came home that night and was like, yo, what is this? This does not look.
As soon as I, she sent me pictures and stuff like that, I was like, oh, okay. But pictures you really can't see so much.
Right.
But I was excited.
Right.
Man, I got home because I was like, what in the lamb is this?
Right. That's literally, he was like heated.
I was like, babe, what is this? I am not happy.
So he wasn't happy. Monday comes around when he's supposed to come back. He's like, he's having car trouble. He's not going to make it. So we were like, okay, cool. We rescheduled to Friday.
Tiles were popping up.
Yeah, tiles were coming up.
Man was like, tires are coming up. I was like, I know. I'm walking. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, so like
this?
One by one, like we're picking up tiles. Like they just popping up. So we send the guy a text. He's like, okay, I'm going to come out, fix it. We rescheduled to Friday. Friday come, he don't come. So Michael was like, yo, just send us our deposit back. Don't even worry about it. The guy's like, I can send you half. And we're like, okay, cool. We'll take half because you did do the work. Never sent half the deposit back. So we kind of put a salty taste in our mouth. And I was like, I don't really trust nobody now because I don't want to pay anybody money. They come out, do a crappy job. It's not finished and they never come back. So we got on YouTube. We bought a wet tile saw and we figured it out ourselves. So we started. That just basically.
I'm talking about. I went on my hands and knees and chiseled every one of them tiles up.
Yeah, we chiseled tile up.
Scraped the mortar on the ground. Like,
and when I say we, I mean we. He took time, and then I was like, okay, tap out. We took a little hammer, and what's that thing? that we used to scrape the tile up. We took a hammer and a pry bar. He took a shift, I took a shift. We scraped up all that mortar off the floor and got on YouTube, figured out how to lay it, figured out how to cut it. It took about a month. Babe busted up his hands. Blood, sweat, and tears went into that tile, but we got it done. And then from there.
My hands were so cut up and swollen.
Yes.
I couldn't even bend my hand. I couldn't do anything, and I still had to go to work. It was crazy.
Yeah, and so that basically was the thing that set everything in motion. And since then, we did everything ourselves. We put down the laminate floors. We got on YouTube. Like, it's so much stuff you can figure out how to do, like, just on YouTube. So we went on YouTube, figured out how to lay the laminate down. We repainted some of the walls, and we just did it step by step. We made sure to take our time. Some things we had to redo over, but it was a learning process. And so that's basically where we've been. We've been fixing up the house. We've been enjoying each other.
Right.
I switched fields. I no longer am a vet tech. I actually work in healthcare now. And I am a full-time student. I am going to get my phlebotomy certification, but the way it's looking and the courses that I'm taking, I decided to go to an actual college to get my core classes and get those college credits. So if I decide to switch and get my RN or my LPN, I'm literally halfway there because I have to take anatomy, I have to take medical terminology. I literally have to take a lot of courses since I went the actual college route and not just, oh, let me go 8 weeks and get my certification. So that's in the works.
They've been doing her thing. Ain't gonna lie.
It's a lot. So all my nurses or whatever, like, leave me some comments down below and help me. Like, what are some ways I can remember? Because this medical terminology class right now, it's kicking my butt. It's kicking my butt. But other than that, Bay's back working. Yeah. He's working 2 jobs.
Hey.
No days off, so he's doing construction.
Today I got a day off. You know, we don't work on Martin Luther King Day. You know what I mean? Let's do that. You know, we don't do that around here.
What are you doing? So yeah,
sit down.
Sit down before you mess something up.
And but yeah, man. So during the weekdays, I work construction and stuff like that. You know, home improvement and all that good stuff. And the weekends, I'm back at the restaurant, the German restaurant. So, you know, I've been doing my little thing and stuff like that. You know, I've been enjoying it. You know, we've been clearing debt up.
Y'all, we paid off. We paid off the personal loan last year. We paid off the Walmart card. We paid off the Capital One card again. And we paid off one more thing. Oh, we paid off the Amazon card. So we ended up taking and just saving what we could, and we still paid off that. I think we did about $5,000 worth of debt. And so now that just brings us into, that was a 2020 wrap up. Now that brings us into 2022.
2021.
Okay, so that brings us into 2021. So I made a vision board. I made one last year, but I was watching a video. I can't remember the channel's name. If I can find it, I'll post like a clip of how she did her vision board. And she made her vision board, but she also made certain points so that she could be very particular about what she wanted to accomplish, because my vision board just has pictures, but it's not particular. So I kind of have it in the background. I don't know if you can see it, but I just went through and picked out topics, and I wrote little points of what I wanted to accomplish for 2021. So one thing on my goal is my health and fitness. As you know, me and Bae have been trying for baby Irwin for a long time.
I've been trying since we were teenagers. She didn't know yet.
So we ended up having a pregnancy in 2015. We had a miscarriage, and so like ever since then we haven't had like.
Your mom gonna see that. I'm sorry.
We haven't had any like slip ups or nothing, and so I was like, okay, it'll happen when it happen. Okay, I'm almost 30 now, and I need baby Irwin to come on. So normally my cycle is like clockwork to where Michael knows my cycle, but this year
You've been weird, man.
Along with 2020 as a weird year, my cycle has been weird. I've been late. every month since January.
Right. So we've been trying to, eat
Figure
better.
out what's wrong with that.
Yeah, by, eating better and all that good stuff.
And I don't mean like and not your normal late, but more like 14 days or 20 days late. So my mom was like, yo, maybe you need to go to the doctor because that sounds like that could be something going on. So I was recently told that I have PCOS. We did lab work, we did an ultrasound. So my body's producing too much testosterone. So that's one reason why I have not been able to get pregnant. And then two, along with PCOS comes obesity. I've gained a lot of weight. I won't even blame it all on that. I don't eat very healthy, but I've gained a lot of weight.
Nah, what it is, I've been feeding her. That's what it is.
And so that's one of the things of PCOS is obesity. And so with that being said, my number one goal this year is my health and fitness. I want to eat healthier. I need to lose about 45 pounds. And
get wisdom teeth removed.
Yes, and it doesn't necessarily fall under health or fitness, but I need to get my wisdom teeth removed because they're causing me to like bite down on my cheeks and stuff, and just
bite down.
A lot of things are going into motion with that. But yeah, I want to get my wisdom teeth removed, and I want to find a skincare routine that works for me. Along with PCOS is adult acne, and I want to kind of clear up my skin. It's kind of like a 50-50, like this is inevitable, like it's bound to happen. I'm bound to gain the weight, I'm bound to have the acne, I'm bound to have the mood swings. But on the other hand, I'm trying to prevent it. I'm trying to lose the weight. So it's like I have to go hard. Like I have to be determined because it's like it's bound to happen, but at the same time, like I don't want it to happen. Like I don't want to gain any more weight.
Sorry,
like
y'all. Bae just make me giggle when I'm around her.
Like and battling with my weight has been just a struggle, but I am trying to do a little bit better. What's the next one on there? Next is gonna be do you have anything for your health and fitness that you want to accomplish for 2021?
Well, me right now, I gotta eat better. I gotta stop eating chips and junk. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's still my diet. I gotta stop. I got kidney stones. Bro.
Oh yeah, add that to 2020.
Add that to 2020. I got kidney stones, and Bae was nowhere to be found. She was at her in-laws and stuff.
My in-laws.
She was at her parents' house, my in-laws.
I was 4 hours away, and Bae calls me, and he's like, Bae, I think I pulled a muscle.
Can I tell the story?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go tell the story now. Go ahead.
I'm telling it from my point of view. So he calls me, it's like 10 o'clock, 11, and he's like, Bae, I think I pulled a muscle. And I was like, okay, well, lay down. And he was like, no, but I feel it in my groin. And I'm like, I know it sounds like a pulled muscle. You need to go to the hospital. And like I'm freaking out because I'm nowhere near him, and so now you can jump in.
Nah, man. Nah.
So I'm persuading him to go to the hospital. He doesn't go right away because no man does unless like their arm is falling off, and even if their arm is falling off, they still not going to the hospital. So I don't know what actually made him go.
Couldn't take it. I couldn't. That's one of the pains I just couldn't take. I didn't have some shit done to me. You know what I mean? I didn't have broken bones. I didn't had gashes. I didn't had other stuff I just can't say on the video. But that right there, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that right there, man. I wish that on nobody, man. Oh my God, like it felt, I don't know what it was. You feel everything that happens. It's not.
Oh wait, pause, because 2 weeks before that, Bae said his side was hurting and he was having like side pains, and I was like, well, you need to go to the doctor. Didn't go to the doctor, so I believe that's when he started feeling the kidney stones, because he was having bad stomach pain. I was like, babe, let's just go to the doctor, like go to my job, they'll get you checked out. No, I'm finna go to work, I'll be straight. Alright, cool. 2 weeks later, we found out he has kidney stones.
Man, that stuff hurt, man. It was like, I thought I pulled something because I was like, damn, my back hurts a little bit. And as I'm laying down, you know, I'm in my little zone. I got my Zuzus and Wham Whams, you know what I mean? I got my bottles of water, you know, I got my toys, you know what I mean? You know, I'm playing the video game.
Yeah, because it was your weekend by yourself.
It was my weekend by myself. I didn't have to worry about, babe. Hey, babe, you gonna fix this? Hey, babe, can you?
He had his snacks.
I had it all. Don't eat that in that bed. See, I got to do things, you know. But anyway, I'm just laying there and stuff like that, and the pain just gradually just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm like, damn, man. And I'm telling my homeboy that I'm on the game. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, man, my back is killing me. He was like, yeah, all right. I was like, yeah, man, but, you know, my shit hurt. He was like, all right, you know, just make sure you all right, you know, we playing the game and stuff like that. I get off. It went from my back to my groin. And I'm just like, yo, why do I feel it in my sack, bro? Like, this stuff hurt. And I'm just like, and the thing is, I told my homeboy before we got off, because I knew something was up. I was like, hey, bro, I might need you to take me to the hospital. I do not know. If I can't go, I will be calling you. He was like, all right, man, just let me know. He stayed about 20 minutes from me. So, as the pain keep going and going, I called Bae. I was like, hey, Bae. Like, at this point right now, I can't even move. Like, I'm rocking back and forth. Like,
I could hear the pain in his voice, y'all, and it just made me want to cry.
Like it was a pain that is undescribable. Like it was, you know, a pain bad when you go to the emergency room, and the ladies say, man, there are women out there who say kidney stones is worse than pregnancy.
Yeah, that's what my mom said. Cause I went in my mom's room. Because when he finally found out, I was like, oh my God. So I go in my mom's room and she's like, what's wrong? And I was like, Michael's got kidney stones. She was like, why are you crying? Because I'm not there. Like, I just felt so bad because like I get like every time he talked, he was like starting to choke up. And like no one wants to be 4 hours away when your husband's in the hospital and you don't know what's going on. Like he was in so much pain, like he threw up.
Like I got hot. I'm in the ER, bro. It's cold, right? It's cold in there. I'm in a tank top. I'm sweating bullets. Like, I'm just sweating. I'm walking back and forth to the bathroom because I feel like I gotta use the bathroom, but I can't use the bathroom. Yeah. You know what I mean? I gotta throw up. I can't move. I can't get comfortable and stuff like that. Like, I'm just sitting there oh my lamb, like, bro, I just can't do this shit. Like, if I'm about to die, Lord, just take me. Like, don't put me through no pain right now. Like, damn, bro. Like, why do I have to be unlucky? But
next thing on our list, of course, is still the goal, which is to be debt free. We have
$9,497.67 left in debt
that we want to pay off. Minus my student loans. I was against getting student loans, but
hey, man, I don't consider that debt. I consider that investment. So.
But it's not a lot of student loan debt. Like I think I only have like 7,000, so that's not bad. But the cars we are trying to pay off this year is going to be his Visa, the Floor and Decor card, the rewards card. I added my Visa, which is $35, but it's a bonus. Like if we are able to pay it off this year, we will. But if not, that'll be what we pay off in 2022.
Right, we're gonna increase, our sinking funds, you know, build our emergency funds, our savings. We're gonna get back to doing things and starting off, and we're getting to the age now where we have to find some type of, long-term plan and stuff. Yeah. So, 401ks is another thing on our list,
We've always had it, but every time I would leave a job, I would actually just, cash in on my 401k, but...
I still got a 401k with Longhorn.
Yeah, so, we basically are trying to just start setting ourselves up. We've always had the sinking funds, but we never are consistent with putting money into the sinking fund. We had an emergency fund for 2020, which came in handy, but it was August and September. Stuff just kept happening, and we just kept getting hit. We had a water leak from our upstairs bathroom that leaked downstairs into the living room.
Roof was leaking.
The roof, we had to get the roof fixed. It was something else, like, cause it came in threes.
We had it was that right there.
Yeah.
The roof right there.
It was something else that happened in August and September.
The guest bedroom had that water leak on the side.
Yeah, but that's along with
right
the roof. Yeah, but no, it was something else that hit us. It was the water leak, it was the roof, and we had to come out of pocket for something else. I don't know. But September and August we got hit and we ended up having to my tooth.
Yeah.
My tooth. So
wait. Give me a little smile real quick, because I don't know if they paid attention to that real quick.
So some of you may know I had a chip in the front, have always had it. Never really bothered me.
I'm so mad it's gone,
bro.
Bro.
So I cracked one of my molars. I have been putting off a root canal since 2017. Babe bought me a bag of gum. I was eating it like crazy because I just how I eat gum. Like I'll eat like a whole bag of gum in 2 days. He hid the bag of gum. I come home from work one day and I'm like, I'm grown. Like, you're not finna hide no candy from me. Found a bag of gum. I'm eating the gum. Like, that's how bad. Or like I just kept putting it off. So I guess the tooth just kept dying, which sucks. But I'm chewing the gum and a piece of my tooth came out. So like my tooth cracked. And I'm like, what the hell? Long story short, I ended up getting my root canal. I ended up getting my crown. $3,000 because since I started a new job, my dental has a 12-month waiting period. America, y'all need to fix that. American citizens should not have to wait a 12-month waiting period to get dental stuff done. That's why people don't get stuff done to their mouth. Rant over. We ended up having to pay $3,000 to get the crown and the root canal fixed. And then as I'm going to get my permanent, the doctor's like, hey, we're gonna fix this front tooth. But I was like, for real? He's like, yes, if you let me. And I'm like, bro, quit playing. And he's like, no, I'm serious. I'm gonna fix your front tooth. He's like, Merry Christmas. So he ended up like fixing my front tooth. So no more chip. It's temporary, but it's supposed to last for a long time. But
now she has a list.
I do have a list because I'm not used to having anything right there. I haven't had nothing right there in years. So that right there made me want to get my fix, take care of myself better. I want to get my wisdom teeth pulled. I need to get braces. So like that goes along with health and fitness, I guess, like, right. Or like my personal stuff. Like I want to take care of my smile. I want to start taking care of myself.
I need to get my permanent goals.
Oh Lord, Michael wants to get a grill, permanent grills. But that's what happened in August. So our sinking funds are literally gone. I mean, our emergency fund is gone. So we have to build it back up. But it came in handy.
Right.
Having that. It definitely came in handy.
It was we did what we were supposed to do with it.
Exactly.
It wasn't like we did last time when we were just like, we took something here.
Yeah, like, I want to get this TV. Let's take it from the emergency fund. Like,
we'll put it back, and never put it back.
Never put it back. So like this year, like we actually used it for emergencies and it came in handy. So no matter what, we're always gonna have an emergency fund. There's no limit to it. There's no cap. We're just gonna keep adding to it. What else? And I want to start investing.
Yeah. That's
one thing I want to start in. I need to do some research on it, but I want to start investing. I want our money to grow so that when we retire, like we're set for life. Like when we do have baby Irwin, I want to be able to buy her car or his car. I want to be able to just give them a good life. Like I don't want to be struggling forever. Like that's over with.
Struggling?
No, we're not struggling, but I don't want to be like.
You finna be a phlebotomist? I'm finna. You already know what time I am with me. I just work.
I just want to set us up for success. Like that's what I want our future to be successful. I want us to be like living good. Like if I want to buy a Louis Vuitton, which I won't because I would never spend that much on a bag. I want to be able to be like, ooh, the bills is paid. I'm about to go spend, 2 bands on a Louis Vuitton. But that's neither here nor there. That just maybe in the future. One day I do want to have a real Louis Vuitton. But that's our goals for our finances. Continuing to pay off this debt. Being consistent with our sinking funds, stacking that emergency fund, building our 401k, maybe contributing a little more, and investing. It's going to be relationships. I want to do I don't know if this is gonna happen because of COVID. Like, we still have not went out to eat, but I want to do more date nights, even if it's just at home. Which I feel like we kind of do that. Like, we had a lot of date nights.
You know, date nights to me personally, and I know Babe too. I'll sit up in the bed, watch some Netflix. You know what I mean? Eat some wings and stuff like that. You know, or I'll cook a nice good dinner or something like that. Basically what you would do on the outside, but we just do it at the house. You know, Netflix and chill, Hulu and do you know what I mean? Disney Plus and bus. You know, that's what we do. You know, why not? Hey man, you know. So I would rather. Why wait for the dessert and you can have it with dinner?
What?
Yeah. Why wait for the dessert and you can eat it with dinner?
Okay. More date nights. Like, because with me in school and him working a lot, I want to make sure we sit the time to spend with each other and, you know, enjoy each other.
Communication and listening more.
Communication. We communicate, but I don't listen. I have selective hearing, so I hear what I want to hear. But I'm working on that 2021. I want to be able to listen more instead of always talking.
Right.
So, listening and communication.
And I gotta work on my anger.
I wouldn't necessarily say anger.
It's my anger because I get attitudes real fast. Like, it can be something so simple and I get an attitude about it. For no reason. Not just in general with you, just in general, period. You know what I mean? But the main thing is because of this relationship, because I'll do that shit on the outside and I'll come home and you do something, I'm like, man, you know what I mean?
Like you'll be having a bad day and then you just bring it home. Yeah. I think that's something a lot of people do though.
I've never really done that before, you know what I mean? It just started building back up and stuff like that, and I just started, I get mad fast.
Two jobs and you don't really have a day off is bound to happen. So that's one thing I'm more understandable of when he does catch his little hissy fits is, like, he doesn't have a day off. Like, Monday through Thursday he's working. Friday through Sunday he's working. Like, he doesn't have a day off unless the construction job is like, hey, we don't have a job today, but that's like on a need to know basis. So I'm understanding of that.
Right.
What's next? Cater to each other. I think we do that. Yeah. I can do a little bit better though.
Yeah.
I can cater to you more. Look at Kobe. Oh, he did his little paw thing. Yeah. I can cater to you a little bit more. You cater to me a lot, so I need to cater to you more.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Travel more. Nope, not right now. That right there is talking. She put travel more on the board.
So I put it on there because in my head, I'm thinking Corona is going to be gone.
That bitch ain't going nowhere for the next like 5 years.
Like, bro. I'm thinking like, okay, Corona's gonna be gone. Just like I thought it was gonna be gone last year by summertime.
That bitch our next door neighbor.
So
she signed a lease and all, bro.
Traveling more is out the door because Corona ain't going nowhere.
But whenever it leaves and stuff like that, we gonna, you know, do our thug thing and stuff. Cause I was talking to my neighbor. This man been to places. This man, I swear he been somewhere at least 30 times. That's what I was talking to him that I counted to different places. 30 different places.
Lumpy. Is it lumpy, baby?
No.
It just look lumpy.
Leave it alone so it don't look lumpy. It don't. Girl.
Alright, what's next? Family. I want to do, I realized like back in the day, families don't do stuff they used to. Like, we used to have Sunday dinners, big Christmases, big Thanksgiving. So for 2021, that's what I want to do. I want to do more family traditional things, like or maybe not even every Sunday, like once a month on Sunday, I want to have a big dinner with everybody come over. I want to do game nights. I want to visit my family more. I want to go home more often. I want to visit his family more. Like, I just want to be around family, especially with a lot of people losing loved ones and stuff, it just made me want to do more with my loved ones. Like one night come over, get some wine or whatever, have game night, drunk Uno or something, or take the kids to the park, like just something to spend more time with our family. So that's another thing on our 2021 vision board. What's the next point? Career. So I am right now working on mine. Right now I'm leaning toward phlebotomy, but that could change. Like I may end up just going all the way and getting my nursing degree, like being a registered nurse. It just all depends. But right now I'm leaning toward getting my phlebotomy certification.
I just want to go to college. That party last night was off the crazy. You know that college song? I love college.
No, I don't know that song.
I love drinking.
No, that is not what college is about for a 30-year-old married man. Maybe if you were 18 and single, but not 30 and married, okay? That's out.
Hey, the 30 doesn't have to do anything with it. It's the married part. I don't need to be doing that because I'm married.
Anywho,
I'm
what's
forever
next?
young. Nah, but I do want to go to college and stuff like that and further my education and, just enhance my,
You on the wrong page.
No, I'm not. It's spiritual. That's the next one. I'm
What's
telling you.
careers? That's the only thing I have for career?
You already talked about your certification, find a job in the hospital. You said, I'm telling you.
But I didn't
I'm on point with this. Don't you tell the director what to do.
Director?
You're the actress.
Boy.
Shoot.
Anyway, okay. Next point.
Lights, camera, action.
Bow. Next point is going to be with spiritual. So right now I am on a 21-day fast.
21 days.
I am doing a partial fast. So from 6 to 6, I am only eating fruits and vegetables, no soda, just 100% fruit juice. I am doing daily devotionals. I haven't done it like for 2 days, but I am doing my daily devotionals. I'm reading more. And food, I love food, so that is a sacrifice for me. So
yeah.
And then I feel like with this spiritual fast, I feel like that's gonna help bring me.
I'm hungry right now.
Like it's a cleansing. It's just a spiritual cleanse. I want to be closer to God. I want Him to open my spiritual eyes and ears and just give me guidance and direction. I just want to have that relationship with God that every God-fearing woman or Christian just wants to have, like that relationship. So that is one of my goals, is to be closer with God and to walk in my calling, like have purpose. That is my one word for the year, is purpose. So everything I do, I want to do it with purpose, and I want it to be God's purpose. So that's one of my spiritual things.
Pay more tithes.
I want to pray more. I definitely want to be consistent with paying our tithes.
Yeah.
And not just like every time we get a big chunk, like even if we just get $200, I want to be able to put my $20 to the side. I want to, sow back unto Him so that He can continue to bless us abundantly, because He has, like, even like on times I be like, dang God, you done came through, and I be like, we don't deserve it. Like He still continues to bless us and just show us that He the man.
Right.
He the man. Period. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yo, she said I'm the corny one.
That's popular.
Who says that?
That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Who says that?
You know that video, I'm going where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside.
No, I don't.
That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
No, I've never seen that.
Okay.
I guess I am out of touch with.
You are out of touch. I know you don't have to go outside. Stop it.
Nah, I've been outside the whole time. Personal development.
Yes. These are just some of our personal goals. I do want to start therapy. Not because I have issues, but just...
I got issues.
I just feel like everybody needs therapy. Like, you can always work on yourself. So I want to start therapy this year.
Man.
And a lot of therapists are doing it from home, like via webcam. So that's perfect. You ain't got to leave the house.
Yeah. Be consistent with social media.
Yes, that's for me. I need to be more consistent. At one point, like when I first started, I was so consistent and I just kind of fell off the wagon. A lot of stuff has happened with social media, but I want to be more consistent with my YouTube videos, being on Instagram. Like I want to start building back my social media presence. So with that being said, I'm back and y'all gotta hold me accountable. Y'all gotta hold me accountable.
Get some morning routine.
Yes, I want to have a morning routine. Typically what I do in the morning, if I have to be to work at 7:20, I'll wake up at like 6:45, brush my teeth, get ready for work. And that's pretty much it. But I want to start getting up early so that I can pray in the morning. I can read a little scripture in the morning. I don't have to be so rushed. I can just be up early enough to where I can get everything done. Certain days I'm working out. So like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm working out with my mom in the morning at 6 o'clock. So I'm up. But I want to get up a little bit earlier because some of those days I have to work. So once I get done working out, I only have enough time to go start the car and get ready for work. But I want to have a morning routine, like where I journal or something. I don't know. Like I just want to get a morning routine to where I'm not feeling so lost and rushed.
I can't stop looking at you.
I know you need a morning routine.
My morning routine is sleep.
That's my morning routine.
More self-care, yes. Hair, nails.
I want to do self-care. One thing we started doing that we said we're going to do is once a month, we're each going to buy something that we want. And not nothing little like a $20 book, like something big. Because like me and Michael have not been shopping since...
Our apartment days, 2015.
We have not really been shopping since then. And so with me gaining all of this weight, I don't really have any clothes. And like when I go out, I literally just throw on like some scrubs and a t-shirt. So I don't even dress up anymore. And I feel like that goes into self-care. Like before, I used to get dressed just to go to the mailbox. I don't do that anymore. Like I kind of feel like I lost myself. And then with this weight gain, it made me a little self-conscious. So one thing I said we're going to start doing is we're going to buy something. It doesn't necessarily have to be clothes. It could be just something that we really want. So like lately,
clothes for me,
we've been buying shoes. So like our thing is shoes right now. So Bay's shoe game's coming. My shoe game is stepping up.
Bay's shoe game got down being fierce. I ain't gonna lie.
I had like one pair of tennis shoes.
Yeah.
And so once a month we're buying something, and not, like I said, not a little $20 notebook, like whether it be a pair of shoes, he get a pair of shoes, I may get a purse. But we are taking that time out to spoil ourselves, and I feel like that falls in self-care.
You're right. I gotta stop smoking.
Yes. Yeah.
I always say I'm gonna quit smoking. I stop for like maybe a day or two. Man, you know what I mean? I even go, a day or two or something like that. That's the longest. Matter of fact, no, I went a week.
I think you went longer than that.
Yeah, I went a week before.
Yeah.
I went a week, almost about 2 weeks actually. But then BS had happened. Me getting to my anger and stuff like that. I started smoking again.
So
you know what I mean? So now it's on and off with me now. So I just gotta stop. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's one of my little things.
All right, and the last topic is our beautiful castle, our home.
Our mansion. Ain't no more trap house.
No more trap house. At least not downstairs. It's not a trap house.
It's not a trap house no more. It's a kingpin suite. You feel me?
So the method we chose was to work our way down and to work our way up. So right now we are working on downstairs. Before we move upstairs, we want to make sure we finish down here. The only thing that probably won't get done downstairs is the kitchen and the bathroom, because that's gonna take money, because we're gutting the kitchen and we're gutting the bathroom. But it's just little things that we want to do. Like for downstairs, we want to finish the guest room. We want to
finish this office.
Finish the office.
We want to decorate the dining room, get the chairs and stuff like that.
Well, correction. So we have the table, and so the goal, like when we first started, we were gonna do gray, white, and have like the brown hardware, like have that brown be our like color. And then I was like, well, we're doing the fireplace black, and black and brown is gonna clash, and it's gonna be hard to decorate with that brown. So I changed it to black, white, and gray. So
we changed it to black.
We changed it to black, white, and gray. I feel like the black hardware with the white and the gray is just gonna be fire.
It's Fire.
And so the table that we bought has brown in it. It's a marble tabletop and it has the white and the brown. And so I haven't bought chairs yet because I'm selling this table because it has brown and it just throws off everything. So I need to buy another dining room table, which I found the one I want. And then from there, I can buy the chairs because then I can physically see the table, see where chairs are gonna go. But it's little things, we want to tidy up downstairs and then we can move upstairs, which hopefully upstairs can happen in 2022. But before I buy anything from upstairs, we got to replace the carpet. I think it's stupid to start buying stuff because when we replace the carpet, we're just going to have to move everything. And I am trying to work smarter, not harder. So hopefully 2021, we can wrap up all of these projects that we have done. And in 2022, we can move on to upstairs. The only thing we may do in the kitchen is the floors. But I mean, I don't know. Depending on what the money looks like this year, we actually may go ahead and renovate the kitchen. I know Bae one day texted me and was like, let's start on the kitchen.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not finna be waiting on nobody to do it if I can do it myself.
Yeah, so if we, financially, if it's in the works, I think we may start on the kitchen.
Hey man, just get the tiling, we start with the tile and all that stuff, gradually get the shit, we don't have to get it all at one time.
Right.
That's what we learned as well, because we wanted to get everything at once.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, we doing it. So
Right.
shit. If y'all don't like it, y'all ain't gotta come here. You know what I mean?
But so far, like, our family don't really be like, they
support
they
it
are
100%.
supportive. Like, his dad always says, like, it takes time. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. And so, like, we've been in this house 4 years, and we finally have downstairs somewhat furnished. Like, we finally got a living room set.
Somewhat furnished. Living room, baby girl.
I mean, we've been in here 4 years, and we finally started buying furniture because my mindset was, I don't want to buy furniture with this ugly carpet because when we do the floors, it's just gonna be more work. So now that the floors are done, I was like, okay, boom, part 1 done. Let's start getting furniture. So like, I mean, there's no rush. Like, you don't have to please nobody. If your friends is talking about you because you ain't got no furniture, so what? You ain't gotta come over here. You can sit outside on this patio furniture and call it a day. Like, you're doing it for you. You don't have to do it for nobody else. But like, I wouldn't have company come over, and Bae would have his friends come over, and I'm like, Bae, we ain't really got much. But his friends never really complain. Like, every time they come over, they be like, dang, y'all house nice. And I'm like, what part? Cause we ain't got much, but
man,
like,
we humble, man. Like,
yeah, like his friends just, and like, even when I finally had company come over for the first time, they was like, oh my God, your house is so nice. Like, your true friends is not gonna care what you got. If y'all gotta have dinner on the floor, your true friends is not gonna worry. Like,
they gonna be like,
it is what it is.
Y'all got a pillow?
I mean, at one point we had a picnic table, a patio table in here for a dining table, and who cares? So what? But yeah, so 2021, we're hoping to finish some stuff downstairs so that we can move upstairs, especially because I'm ready to do our bedroom. Like, I have been looking at beds for the longest, and I'm like, I'm ready to do our room. Like, I want to do our room, but finish downstairs first, and then we can work on our castle. Anything else you want to add?
That's we just basically went through the whole thing,
the whole list. So like, that's just our goals for 2021. Basically our vision board, things we want to accomplish this year. My main thing is just making sure we put God first and making sure our goals align with his goals. Some things may change, but that's just my main thing, is keeping God first and doing everything with a purpose. And I know this video may be a little too long, but y'all know when me and him get on here and we get to talking and stuff.
But y'all like that shit.
Yeah. And I hope y'all missed us, and I'm sorry we've been gone so long.
We just had to do some grown folk business.
We just been taking care of business, really. Like, we just took the opportunity with him not being at work, and then we just took that opportunity to take care of things that we have been putting off for the longest, and I'm kind of glad we did. You had time to actually rest.
Yeah.
He had like months to actually not do nothing, not go to work.
It got to the point where I had to do something.
Like he was wanting to go back to work. Like he was like, I can't sit in this house another day. Like, and I'm like, I wish I could, cause you know I'm essential, but you know.
That's just called a slave.
I think 2020, which is definitely much needed. I feel like 2020 got us where we were going. Like 2020. It was a weird year, but it was
curse.
It
was a beautiful curse.
I wouldn't even say curse.
It was a beautiful curse, and it was a curse how it happened, how it's bad. A curse is bad.
I mean, 2020 was bad, but I wouldn't say it's a curse. I just say it was a series of unfortunate events.
That shit was a curse.
No.
They were cursed.
It was a series of unfortunate events, but 2021 is gonna be a great year, and yeah, y'all leave me some comments down below. Let me know what are your goals for this year. Let me know if you started on your vision board. Like, just what's been up with everybody. Catch me up on everything, and I will catch you guys in the next video. I think I'm gonna do a budgeting video next. A lot of people have missed our budgeting videos. So I will catch y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace out.